Can you see these?
We've actually moved to a different party room.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that's not in there.
This is definitely the best looking room here, and it's 100% because some lady went, yeah, that room kind of sucks.
Yeah,
and the owner was like,
sucks.
and Josh was like,
you're right.
We can make it better.
We walk in the next day, there's Josh, and you're just rolling up, and I'm just like,
we're gonna move the shop in here, right? This is the new shop now.
Yeah. I'll put a big window there, like a concession stand at a high school.
My back hurts. I hate these chairs.
You need a pop?
Yeah. No, I just need to stand up.
What's it like being old?
When you guys gonna do another episode of the podcast?
Dude, like never.
Like now.
Now?
Mm-hmm. Now.
Right now?
Yeah, the time is now. Time is now, old man.
Oh crap. Don't call me old. I'm only 25.
I love you, Joel.
He's old.
All right, so
Nashville Airsoft Podcast right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now.
Episode.
Let's do this.
6.
Yeah, I think we're on 6.
Episode 6, Nashville Airsoft Podcast.
Let's crank it out.
Is it done yet?
No.
I was supposed to be building Legos this whole time, and all the Legos are grimy, and I didn't want to touch them. So I'm kind of checked out already. This is Dylan. I guess we need to introduce our guest here.
I'm Dylan.
I'm terrible at introductions.
It's okay. I got this one, buddy. I'm the tech here right now, at least head tech. I took over after Christian left. He did a really good job, and hopefully I can live up to his expectation and make sure everybody's things are working to the best of my ability.
Live up to his expectations. Make it sound like we killed him.
Applause 3 track.
Q applause 3.
Yeah.
That was a solid introduction. Q laugh track 1.
Laugh track, laugh.
Yeah, Christian's gone, but all his stuff's still here.
Yeah.
So, Christian, if you're watching this, man, you got 2 weeks, bro. It's all mine.
I lost and found. It's screaming.
Every bit of it.
Slowly writing our names and all that stuff.
Yeah, by the time of release of this podcast, your stuff is gone.
Probably. What do you think of shotguns? I think shotguns are pretty cool.
I think they're pretty cool.
They're rad.
There's a lot of different options out there, and especially on the cheaper spectrum of Airsoft, just getting into it, they're perfect for people to pick up. They're very easy. They're very simple.
Yeah, pump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spring shotgun.
Yeah, 50, $60 gets you a Springer.
Yeah, no,
my first shotgun was a $60 Springer, and I got 2 players at one time, and I lost it. I was like, that's a thing. I did not even consider that as a thing when I was like.
And there's many options out there, even for higher end options. Like you could get into the gas shotguns. You can get into some of the more collectible replicas as well. There's a lot of different shell types out there. Compatibility.
Shell ejecting shotguns.
Yeah, very, very cool. Some of those shell ejecting ones, they have like a little net bag to catch them, and you can reuse them, refill them.
Or just lose them and then.
And there's cry.
There's plenty of parts kits out there for them. If you're looking to upgrade them, that is definitely an option for you if you want to go from the cheap end spectrum and move your way up. And if you want to fully embrace it, that's great because every day I'm seeing less and less shotgun users out there, and it's amazing. If you are using a shotgun right now, rock on. If you were to pick up another shotgun with this day and age and how Airsoft's moved up, what do you think would be an option?
Flak 10.
Flak 10?
Flak 10. Tokyo Marui KSG would be my pick. Has super cool parts kits. It's not a real cheap one. I think they're $350-ish.
Is it gas?
I think. No, I think they're spring.
Okay.
I don't know.
Either or.
Either way, super rad. I like the KSGs, and I'm basically getting it based on looks. There's also the AA12s, and you can just ruin someone's day so quickly. And ruining someone's day in Airsoft.
Seeing an AA12 is a rare treat.
Yeah.
Especially when you open one up.
They are really rare.
Yeah,
because they stopped making them. Because they got banned everywhere in
With
Japan.
the AA12s?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. They don't make them anymore. As far as I know. I could be wrong. This will be on the internet and someone will be like, you're wrong. And I'll be like, whatever.
So we found this in Josh's RV.
Not funny. Okay, so.
Oh my god!
This is.
It took a minute.
Some brand new tech here. So essentially, this is a capture point, a bomb. It could be lots of different things. Basically, we would translate King of the Hill and all the domination games that we do play here into this system. But so you would register on one of these boxes for your team. You would have your own wristband, like what he has, or you would have these that we're going to let you borrow, and you're going to definitely give them back to us. These boxes are capture points or whatever. They're also respawn points. Like I can show you exactly how respawn works. So this is an instantaneous respawn. It'll do the blue lights and then it'll flash green when you're fully there. So in order for this game, for this to use this in games, for it to work at its best, you as a player with these bands, like you have to respawn. It's like one of the ways points are gathered, one of the ways points are tallied. You would have to do this every single time you died. But yeah, so this is gonna basically allow you as a player, if you have your own personal band, to have a player sheet, a leaderboard. So right now there's a leaderboard of all players.
It's cool.
Yeah, while the game is happening. If you're gutsy enough to have your phone on the field, you can look at a map of the game happening and see where the other team is captured, see the score, all kinds of other things. Or you could watch it from home. You know, you could watch it happen back. And then you could go back and watch an instant replay of it as well. It'll be based on the actions, not actual time of the game.
I wish there was like little dots.
Yeah.
I could see.
Of the people moving around.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's accomplishable with like.
But these are like
base stations.
RFID, so they're not powered when they're away from this. They
but
only
if you
get
had
power when they're up.
If you had base stations and something on the top of people's heads,
little aliens running around.
that would totally be possible.
Tinfoil hat, dude.
That would totally be possible. We are one of the first fields to have it, which is super cool. I am very excited to utilize it. To be able to tell people what your score is, I think is something that no one has been able to do enough in
That number gives you
Airsoft.
an incentive, like gives you an incentive to come back and go and be better and go up and climb up like if somebody's.
And it'll give people an incentive to play objective, which not enough of that happens around here sometimes.
And that's what like
sometimes
team deathmatch.
That's like video games, too.
Sometimes it's just team deathmatch all day long, and I don't think that every player is agreeing to that. I think every player is just putting up with that. You know, like they're having to adapt. You know,
Look.
It's cool. I'm real excited to use it. This is new. The field's going to be different all the time, hopefully. If you haven't noticed, our map's on the website, and every time we change it, we're going to update it. Hopefully, hopefully, immediately, every time. It's the same size. It's not like the field's size is going to change, and its key points of interest are probably going to remain. Like, there's always going to be something going on in the middle. This is a pretty terrible explanation of how this works, but gist of it, get these bands, you scan it on these units. All the units work exactly the same. They can be different things. I can change what they are mid-game. So like, we could do a game where you gotta capture it, you gotta hold it for a certain amount of time, and at that point it becomes a bomb. Then you gotta blow it up, and then no one can go to that side of the map anymore.
It's so dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much you can do with it.
Dylan's got a much longer neck.
They did you dirty on that ACS post. ACS?
Dude, oh my God,
every picture you had, and that was the best one.
It's like he grabbed my neck and
did you make his neck longer, dude?
You remember the little Gumby, like green, like
you guys did my boy dirty, bro.
Mr. Stretch. They grabbed my neck.
Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong. And Joel was like, does the coffee, like hot coffee, when you drink it, does it get like cold by the time it reaches your esophagus?
The answer is yes, folks.
Oh, man. How many pictures did he take?
One.
That was the only picture he took?
No, he took some others, but
did he take any action poses or anything?
Yeah.
Some really good guy though, like really incredible photos. But like my neck,
lightly talking trash because I love those guys. I'm not gonna. Yeah, ACS is great. You guys ever been to ACS? You guys should go to ACS.
Thing is, people tell me the photo's cool, but when I point out my neck, that's all they see.
They're like, "Oh no, you scrunch
They're
down."
just like, man, that's a cool kit. I like to get up, and then I'd be like, the gun and the gloves and all that, and then I'm like, yeah, about my neck, and they're like, oh my god, no way.
And we shouldn't be doing this. This is mean. This could get mean fast. I don't have a brother.
No,
here.
not in a negative way. Just
Ethan's very
They both smell bad.
Oh my god. This isn't a roast. Ethan's very, very big into Speed QB, whereas Dylan here, look at this man. That's a man of apathy.
I've seen a lot of that, like brothers, where one of them is on one side, Speakeasy side, the other one's on the Milsim side. I think that's kind of funny that they have.
I'm pretty sure, Dylan, you're just in the kit building side.
No, not even that. I'm not into Airsoft as much to play it, actually. I'm into it for like a different reason, because I first started out painting Warhammer figures and anime figures.
Yeah, right.
And like getting together those parts kits, like building die-cast cars and like model planes and
I built a lot of
stuff.
Gundam models.
With the replicas, I like to collect them for like their accuracies to the real thing. I like to paint them and weather them and put the parts kits together. Like Inukatsu and Garu are my favorite parts kits.
Yeah.
And I love that. I don't really necessarily like the whole impression thing and all this other crazy stuff with Airsoft, but there's a niche for that. But for me, I'm not really in it to go out and just shoot a bunch of people. I'm into it for putting these gorgeous replicas together that people are satisfied with. That is what I'm into Airsoft for.
Dream loadout. What's your dream loadout that you don't have and that you could have right now? If you had
Do we
a
need to
mystical
If I could,
come
check,
back to you?
blank check, and you could just have any kind of loadout, and you had you got to piece it together.
maybe like a World War II tanker would be really unique. Or do like the army guys from ODST and Halo. I would love to do that.
Yeah, like the grunt, the infantry.
I would love to do that.
They got some.
Not the
Their
Marines,
helmets are really cool.
Not the Marines, but the army
Yeah.
guys. They look totally different.
Yeah,
and it's
mostly
super
cloth
cool.
armor, not
Yeah,
much real
I'd
armor.
love to see. Love to do that. I would also really like to do some like, if I could, do like some kind of version of Fallout's power armor. That'd be really cool. Because I got into 2-part mold casting, and I'm getting really close to getting it really good. I would love to just cast like
Juggernaut.
a full suit. Another cool loadout I would like to do is Battlefield 3 support gunner. Guy looks so cool with all those belts hanging off of him.
There's not enough full suits of armor in
No.
Airsoft.
No.
I feel like there should be more of that. And I understand why there's not, because it's expensive and you're building something to get blasted and dirty.
I mean, think about like...
I think there should be more like patchwork armor sets.
Right.
We were looking at the like shoulder armor thing that
Yeah, I think so.
Lilacs was doing.
That's so cool.
super neat.
I
want that.
When I started playing in Temple, Texas, it was Temple Airsoft, I showed up with this, I took 2 no trespassing signs and cut them up into an armor pauldron that had these leather belts that went around my arm. And that's what I ran around with for a while. It looked really cool.
Dream kit. Fallout NCR Ranger. That's actually a pretty doable kit.
It is.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
People
it's
have done that.
a pretty easy one to do.
And the only thing about it is you got duster, and if you get shot in the duster in the wind, you're out. That's why I would never
You
wear
could do like a
anything
normal
that in
NCR
Airsoft.
trooper. With you could
Those
have
are
like you could have
lame.
like foam armor. You could have the putties on the boots. You could do like the what are those pants called that like shoot out like that? I don't know what they're called. They were like horse riding crop pants or something like that. And then you could have like a Brody helmet with RAF goggles, and then like a Lee Enfield bandolier filled up, and get an M16 that has like bakelite or like an AR-10 with like wood on it or something like that. And you can run around. It'd be super cool.
Yeah. So that Titanfall pilot.
That would be
Super
awesome.
rad.
I think something like that exists. There's a guy somewhere who does a Titanfall loadout. Ranger Killer. There's 3 of them in the Shattered Grid comic book series.
That's some oldies, man.
No, it's new. It's
Really?
last 5 years. There's the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, Yellow, and the Red, I think. I haven't read all of it. There's no Blue, and I don't know because I haven't read all of it. There's probably some.
White, yellow.
It probably says something in there about why there's
Red.
no Blue.
Not
But
enough armor sets.
because it doesn't exist, that means that I have a lot of freedom with that, right?
Yeah.
As long as I make it look
Do like
similar
a
to the
themed
way the other
build
ones
for
look.
it. You could do
Yeah, so there's
you could do a themed build and run around with it.
Yeah, they've got like armor, shoulder armor. The Black Ranger Killer has armor, shoulder armor, helmet, huge chest rig, like an MK3, just like pockets for days, alpha rig, something like that. Giant machine gun.
Big
I want
gun.
to make a Blue Ranger one of those because it doesn't exist, and I have a lot of liberties with that.
Yeah.
But
And the more
getting
people
at
know about something, the less freedom you have. With
exactly. The helmets are real hard to get, real expensive.
Like
So I
for an
don't do that.
original piece or for replicating one?
for getting someone to make one.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't know if those are like airsoft rated. I'd probably have to wear some glasses and something underneath it.
Probably like a special commission or something.
Yeah.
Materials.
Yeah, like $400. That's what you're looking at for one of those. That's I've always wanted to have a Power Ranger loadout. Like ever since I started Airsoft, I'm like, man, I want like a gritty Power Ranger loadout. So like,
Be cool.
yeah, like you know, I always thought that'd be cool. Mostly because the helmet thing.
People
Dies kind of always remind me of them a little bit.
Appreciate it too.
Yeah,
They'd
exactly.
like ask you for
There's
their
a few
photo.
guys. There's a few guys here who love some Power Rangers.
They'd ask you for a photo.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. What about kits you guys want to see more of?
Kits I want to see more often. Bring back chest rigs. What are you cowards doing?
I want to see more kits like what we're talking about, like
Yeah.
like more fantasy kits, like more. I like this character in this video game. I want to be that, or
I would love to see some guy showing up like a monster hunter from Van Helsing.
I also
With
haven't.
the automatic crossbow.
Right.
Have you seen that thing?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I haven't seen any Power Rangers in Airsoft, so I think it's another reason why I really want to do that, because I kind of want to be first. But there's probably someone who's done it.
I met one guy. I think his name was Shane, and it was at Resurrection back in Cookville, and he did a full snake, like solid snake Metal Gear loadout. It was so good.
Most of the people that do dress uniquely or goofy and do what they want to do with their kids are kids, and not enough adults are doing that. And I'm feeling sad about that right now.
There's some out there,
because
though.
you're out here playing a silly nerd game.
Doing silly nerd things.
Silly nerd things.
Like, at the end of the day,
and you should look like a silly nerd. You should embrace it. I think some of these guys are dressed too seriously. You know?
Oh no, I can go on and on about my stuff, dude. I nerd up about it. I go.
That's fine though. I mean, some of the
nerd
guys
down?
are dressed well seriously.
No,
It's
I
still-
don't
it's
nerd
still
down. I
legit.
nerd up. Word up, dude.
Yeah, I
Nerd
just
up.
feel like I don't know.
See, the
Again, embrace the more fantastical side of it.
Yeah.
So the FAMAS was a version 1 gearbox, and that was one of the first Airsoft replicas that came out, because Japan had this huge issue with replica firearms and like movie props and stuff. So Tokyo Marine wanted to set out and make the most gorgeous and accurate M16A2s and like these FAMASs, and people would buy them up. And,
Yeah.
and early on, before we had Airsoft wars and battles and Milsims and all that stuff, they had like survival games. And so they'd gather all their buddies in their backyards and, you know, go out and do these things. And I guess it grew up from there. A lot of weapon safety practices can go into Airsoft replicas, because you
Yes.
still can get injured and hurt from some of these things. But you have to be safe and responsible with them.
Yeah, as a referee dealing with people that are playing and new players, kids are usually the best when it comes to rules following, but they will swipe that muzzle all over your face with a loaded mag.
There
and
has
the
to be
safety off.
some like
not have any understanding of what the damage they could actually
They're
just
cause.
just showing that they like
Yeah,
you.
it means
That's
they like you.
affection.
I think just with like a real weapon system, I think Airsoft weapons should be, like, replicas should be treated in the same manner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you have to check them in on a plane.
And, you know, I think that trigger, you know, responsibility. I think that does play a big part. You know, having your safety on, your barrel sock on. You know, we still get on to people every now and then about it. Make sure you keep those barrel socks on.
Any of you that shame anyone on any part of their kid, you're wrong.
Kid shaming
Get
is
out.
good. Yeah, kid
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 shaming?
shaming, whack.
Some of it's a bit far.
That is
Yeah.
something that people do, right?
Yeah.
That's absurd. We were
Yeah.
just talking about how
Get
goofy.
There's a huge thing.
You should be goofy. It should be goofy. Yeah, that's dumb. Don't take that seriously.
You're a nerd
Like,
doing
you
nerd
could take
stuff.
the game seriously to a certain extent,
Like, you're not actually going
and
to
I'm
war.
okay with it.
Yeah,
but
you're not
like,
actually going to war.
Wait, you don't know this is World War BB?
but dude, if my kid came from Amazon and it works for me, then get off my back.
Yeah.
You know?
Let people use the guns they're happy with.
Like, if I see somebody that has gear, like, and they have the option,
Yeah.
I'd like to help them out.
Yeah.
And get quality stuff. I wouldn't mind doing that at all.
Yeah, but getting quality stuff is like different than going, ha, you're poor.
Yeah, that
That's
whole,
rude.
The whole pork open sea thing.
Yeah.
The people who get all that from the Reddit
Yeah.
vocab.
Yeah, that's rude. That's who I'd get rid of.
What other random statements?
No, who are you trying to get rid of?
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of.
I'm trying to get rid of all the old people. Because old people are old and they smell bad.
Jesus.
I ain't trying to.
Grandpa, you're done.
I'm not trying to get rid of any.
All the
I
like
think-
70-plus-year-old airsofters, dude, get them off the field, man.
They
Bro,
probably have
what
like
about
the
my boy
coolest
Allen?
stuff.
He's
They
not
probably have
70
the
though.
coolest guns in
He's
their
like
closet,
65.
though. Like
He's
some of the replicas they'll have
Yeah.
stashed away that they haven't touched in forever. Their kid is gonna stumble across it and be like, "Oh my!"
I always said that because I feel like the 3 that exist would think that was funny. And if they don't, write
If
about
you
it
know,
in the
you know.
comments.
If you know.
You know.
First off, I don't usually like to say like and subscribe, but none of you are. So like and subscribe.
Here's the analytics graph. Yep, that's it. That's
There it is.
that's the percentage of you that aren't liking and subscribing.
30% of you aren't subscribed. You should do that.
Yep.
There's the graph.
You should
The
do
graph doesn't lie, all right?
Next podcast, I'm hoping.
Next podcast comes out when Susan calls us and says that we're making money off of this. That's when the next podcast comes out.
Blow those comments up because feedback is absolutely
Hey, questions.
necessary.
Put questions in this one. We didn't
absolutely.
say it last time. We want questions
more-
below so that we have something to talk about, so that we don't just talk about how much we like Power Rangers the whole
More
time.
questions, the better.
Yeah.
Then that feedback is appreciated. It's very helpful to us.
And we'll try to do these as much as possible. Our idea was to do them every week.
Yeah.
But we got behind. Also, summer, we were
So busy.
very busy in summertime. It just wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
I did not have any free time on Thursdays, which is the day we normally film this. Definitely in the summertime.
Yep. Hopefully we'll be back in here in this party room next week, recording something else for you guys.
Yeah, keep up with the
With
social
questions from
Yeah.
you, the viewer. What is your dream kit? What video game character, comic book character do you wish you could replicate out there? What group are you trying to get rid of in Airsoft?
media. Any cool ideas you think that could be done with Skirmesh?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. With the little breakdown that you got, or the handful of you that did actually play, that watches anything
Who's
you got.
using all that construction equipment behind us?
Yeah, because again, like I said, with the skirmish thing, we are constantly pitching new ideas to this guy, and he's
Yeah.
trying to implement them as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So like, if you like, I talked to him this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, right first thing when I woke up, I was emailing him. Tune in, leave a comment. Make sure your gun shoots within limits, so I don't gotta tell you can't use it. Barrel sock.
Keep up with social
Put your barrel
media.
sock on.
Drink water,
Drink water.
please. Please drink water.
I had to carry 6 people out the field this summer
Oh
because
yikes!
they didn't drink enough water.
Did you tell them to though?
Yeah, the whole time.
Did they listen?
No.
Marcus, why are you standing up?
Because I don't want to sit down anymore.
I just felt like
Making a scene.
My back hurts with this chair that has no back support.
the time
This is
is
the
now.
we
Time
use
is-
these chairs every time.
Time is now, man.
We need gamer chairs in here. I need gamer headsets on. We need to be in front of
Didn't you want to get rid of the old people?
I need. Okay. See ya.
Yeah.
Okay, bye guys.
See ya.
In the comments, if you guys want to put down when I should fire Marcus, just let me know.
They wanted me fired a long time ago. Bye.
Bye. And that's the last time anyone saw him.
God, what an idiot.
What an idiot.